Hi famous birthday, I'm Clara and today I'm gonna answer 12 questions about me. Question number 1 is, what is something most people who follow you don't know about you? So I am the only daughter in my family. I have 3 brothers, and another thing is I don't know how to swim. Question number 2 is, if you had to describe yourself in 4 words, what would they be? I actually never thought about this before, but if I have to choose, I would say driven, positive, loving, and spiritual. Question number 3 is, if you could meet any 3 people, dead or alive, who would you want to meet? My answer is the first person would be my mom. So she died when I was 4 years old. I would really love to see her if I had the chance. Person number 2 would be Lady Gaga because she's my biggest inspiration. She's my role model. I really love everything she does and it would be amazing if I could meet her someday. And number 3 would be my past life because I believe in reincarnation and I think it would be very interesting to meet me, but in the past life. I don't know, I could be an animal, I could be a tree, I could be a person that lived in ancient age. Like, I think it would be so amazing if reincarnation is real. And I think it would be really cool if I could meet myself in my past life. Question number 4. If you could find out one thing about your future, what would it be? I would love to know who I'm gonna get married to. Question number 5. When did you first go viral? I first went viral on Instagram actually in, I don't know if it is classified as viral, but it's the first time that a lot of people saw my posts, saw my content, and I first gained some type of traffic to my page. It was on Valentine's Day and I posted a picture of me wearing a tank top that clearly showed my flat chest, and in the caption I talked about how I have learned to accept and love my flat chest despite being insecure about it for most of my life. And that was the first time that I openly talk about my flat chest, my insecurity, and people really resonate with it and love it. And since then I discovered that this could be my niche and it becomes my niche, and this is what making video about now. Next question number 6. What's your favorite video that you've ever posted? Because over the years, I have made a lot of videos. Like, I love them all. To choose my favorite, I would have to go with one of my YouTube videos. Some of you may not know this, but before I got onto TikTok, I was a YouTuber. I mean, I'm still a YouTuber, but my primary platform was YouTube. And there's this video titled, "Watch This If You're Insecure." And I think so far it's my most vulnerable video. I was just being so real and honest and raw and unedited in that video, and I don't know, like, I've always remembered that video. I think as a content creator you can make so many pieces of content, but there would be that one video that you would always remember, and to me it's that video. During the time that I made that video, I was going through such a tough time, like mentally. I was having a lot of insecurity and self-doubt and just feeling really bad about myself. And when I make that video, I just wanted it to be a sincere message to my future self and to anyone out there who could relate to me and my insecurity, and encourage myself and encourage other people to keep going, keep loving themselves, keep embracing who they are. So yeah, go give it a watch if you find it interesting. Question number 7. If you could travel anywhere, where would you choose? I miss traveling so much. I haven't gone out of Canada in the past 2 years or almost 3 years since, I mean, of course the pandemic is a big reason, so I really miss traveling. And if I could go anywhere, my first on the list would be Vietnam, because I really miss home and I really want to go back and see my families, my friends, and just see my country again, have the food, have Vietnamese food again. Like, I really miss home. My second on the list would be Santorini in Greece. You know, it's just so beautiful, so dreamy, and it's just my dream vacation attraction for the longest time. Greece or any part of Europe in general. I've never been to Europe, so I really hope that I could go to Europe when the time is right. And my third on the list is actually the United States. Even though the US and Canada are neighboring countries, I don't have a US visa yet, so I would want to get my visa and visit New York, LA. I actually kind of thinking about moving to LA at some point in the future. So my next question is, have you ever seriously considered quitting social media? I don't know if this counts, but I have considered quitting social media, but this happened before I started creating content. So before I started creating content, I think I was like 18, 17, and I actually did not see the value in social media media, to be honest. At that time, I think that social media only make me feel more insecure and not happy with my life. And I rarely post anything or even be active on social media. I really did not see the value in it until later on I got to know somebody that eventually I become very close with, and he actually inspired me a lot to start my social media content creation. And that's when I started seeing that, oh, I could use social media for a good cause. I could use it to spread a positive message. That's when I started my YouTube first, and then Instagram, and then TikTok. Question number 9. If you were stranded on an island and could only take 3 objects, what would they be? I actually have to think long and hard about this question. I think the first thing would be pen and paper, so I could write out my thoughts and feelings,
Dear Diary,
and everything about the island and my life reflection, because if I was stranded on an island, I think my life would probably come to an end soon. What am I saying? Yeah, so I would bring pen and paper to write my eulogy, my last words before I die. And the second thing would be probably the thickest and most interesting book that I could find. So at least I could be kept entertained during those last few days of my life. And then the last thing would be a mirror. So I could probably use the mirror to somehow reflect the sunlight. So if I'm lucky, if there's a ship nearby that see the mirror or the light reflected from the mirror, they could potentially come and rescue me, but I don't really have high hope for that. I would probably be the type of person that would accept my fate and just be like, okay, I'm gonna die, and that's okay.
If this is what my life has led up to, then I accept my fate.
I'm just gonna write on these pages, and if I'm lucky, someone will find it and remember me. If I don't, then yeah, that's okay too. So that's question number 9. Question number 10 is, do you see social media as your long-term career path? If not, what could you see yourself doing? At this moment, I do see social media as my long-term career. I love what I'm doing, and I absolutely love my audience and the community that we're building. So I honestly really hope that it could be my long-term career, and I hope that you could support me along the way for however long this journey may be. I don't know if, I want to do this for the next 5 years or 10 years, but I do hope that I will, and I hope that you could be on this journey with me for as long as you want. Question number 11. Which one of your accomplishments are you most proud of? Lots of self-reflection today. I think I'm most proud of... There's lots of things. There's 2 things that is very hard for me to choose, so I'm just gonna talk about both of them. Number 1 is coming to Canada by myself and figure everything out by myself. And because of that experience, I have grown a lot, and if I could go back in time, I would still do it 100%, even though there were a lot of challenges that I had to face along the way. But all those challenges make me grow so much and just help me become a better version of myself. And my number 2 accomplishment would be my social media. I'm just very proud of myself for starting it, for sticking with it, even when at first it was like crickets, no one really knew about my content. It's like the norm for anyone who just started out with anything. And I hope that, if you're about to start something new or you're just starting something new, don't get discouraged when you don't see success right away, because it will come if you keep putting the work. If you keep believing that you deserve the success that you want, there's a really good chance that you would be successful at what you do. And I think that leads to the next question, which is, what advice would you give to your past self? I want to tell my past self that keep going, just keep believing that you can do it, because there's this saying that whether you think you can or cannot, you're right. I'm not sure who is it from, but I think it's very true, because if you have a goal and you really want to achieve it, you have to believe that you could achieve it. I think that belief is the key and the first step in everything, because you could put in a lot of effort, you could work really hard, but deep down, if you don't believe that you could achieve it, or if you don't believe that you deserve this kind of success, then it will be really hard to come to you. But I think that if you get that first step right and really believe in yourself to the level that there's like no doubt that you will achieve your goal someday, you're already 50% there, and the work or effort that you put in will only bring you further along to whatever you want on your journey. So that's my Q&A video. I hope that you enjoy this video and enjoy getting to know me a little bit better. Check out my YouTube, my Instagram, TikTok for more body positivity and self-love content. And till next time, love yourself, be kind to yourself, and treat others the same way. Bye bye.